Hey, Ben Puestow here, field agronomist in the state of Wisconsin with Beck's Hybrids. Standing here in front of our soybean trials in Brooklyn, Wisconsin. This is our Wisconsin PFR location. I'm overlooking our population trial as well as our planting date trial. If we look down here, I quickly want to touch on our population trial. What I did is I actually pulled a plant from each trial, the 100,000, 125, 150, and 175,000 planting population. And I also did a stand count in each of those. And if you look at the sheets and the plants here, you can see we did not end up with the plants that we put in the ground. This is emerged population that I listed under the planted population. The reason was there actually was a significant amount of crusting shortly after planting here. So actually, if I go back out in the trial, you can find the seeds that just died under the crust. And we actually, if you do the math, ended up with almost a perfect 30% stand reduction versus the planting population. So we're actually all the way down to 70,000 emerged plants, all the way up to 122,000 emerged plants. Now the difference here is, if we look at the 70,000 emerged plants, a much shorter plant, shorter petioles, just overall less foliage out there, but we actually have almost two more auxiliary buds on this shorter plant. If we come over here to the 175,000 planting population trial strip, we actually had 122,000 emerge. The plant looks better, it's taller, it has longer petioles, couple more trifoliates. But we're only sitting at about 5 auxiliary buds, so we're one to two auxiliary buds shorter than we were at the lower population. Now we also have more plants out there, so at this point, and not sure what we're going to see for an actual final yield. If you remember last year in this Wisconsin trial, our 100,000 planted strip was actually our highest yielding by about 5 bushels. So we will keep you informed on how this trial goes and update you at the end of the year for final yield results. But now stepping over, I also want to show you the planting date trial and give you a little bit of an update here. I'm showing you on the left-hand side our April 26th planting date, then also the May 12th and the May 23rd. It's really interesting because this year, when you look across these 3 planting strips based on date, you actually cannot visually see a difference. Last year, if you remember the pictures I showed you during our PFR Insight meetings, there was a significant difference between early May and late May planting. The canopy was about 2 weeks difference, and just very visual difference. This year there's very little difference, and I attribute that to basically just cold soils all the way through the month of May. We really didn't get a lot of growth until early June regardless. Now that being said, our April 26th planting date is noticeably taller and has an extra auxiliary bud. Our May 12th and May 23rd plants look visually the same, have about the same amount of auxiliary buds, but we'll just wait and see what the yield monitor says in fall, and we'll get you the results at our PFR Insight meetings in 2020. Thanks for watching.